defending four-time ACA champions, the men of Troy. They host the Old College Broncos. Jermaine, be back.
I know everyone out there. Right back where we up.
Try to go Booker T this. Go for that five times. That five times. ACA champion. But some new faces. One of them, a similar face though, and that is Talik Gross. Going strong to the hole right there, Jermaine. Master of his own domain. His master gets his first basket as a SAIT Trojan.
Wow, that fight going in those.
Right, setting up Old College. Start the season off and they knock it down with a tray. Great job there on the lawn. Point shot there by Old College Broncos. Some of the numbers are all over the place. That was Nick McGee. Trey. Right now, early on.
I'm going to assume I'm on. But and
yes, sir. Oh, dishes it off and no good there. I don't know what Nambuk doing there. Like had the easy take to Maine and he passes it up. Did a little bit of Ben Simmons right there.
Got 7'1". Down.
Yeah. Relatively last time we saw college. Arden Didiri is a kid to look out for from what we've been told from SAIT legend Murph. We'll see how he does. And strong defense. I've loved the intensity so far. At the very top of that, the quarterback of this team, Marcus Masters, he's taken on a long tradition of SAIT point guards at this school, right? Asa Relish, Calvin Chambers, Spencer. Like, it's a long tradition of point guards we've had here, and so far Masters has taken that to task so far.
No doubt, Josh looking real good in his home debut as Masters, doing a good job on both offense and defense, picking up a steal early, quarterbacking the team on this side of the floor. Hopefully that continues as the game goes on.
Chuck Burner, no good. That was Nambuyu getting in the way of the shot right there. Once again, you gotta love the defensive intent of Masters.
That's what you call a defensive stalwart, Josh. Masters is making it known that he's not to be played with when the ball is around his equipment. If you got the ball around him, you've got to make sure to protect that orange, or else he's coming to snatch it.
They're trying to run through Dere as well. Nothing though far. He'll be met at the top of the key by Mamba Ali. Here's Masters, loses it, and now here's Dere. Nice little bounce pass, hoop, and the harm. What a nice little drop of a dime by Adrian Dere, and then Numbuk with the finish.
No doubt, nice finish there as Austin was able to take the contact and finish at the hoop, and now he's got the chance for an easy one at the charity stripe.
Very nice take there. So right now, Olds looking to make this a 2-point game. Both these teams also, like, the one thing we're going to see a little bit early on in the ACAC season is getting back into basketball shape. These teams may have done some pickup and what, but they haven't played a game this intense really in 2 years, Jermaine.
No doubt, Josh. You cannot simulate game action.
No.
The only time you can get in game shape is by playing the games right now. So right now we're seeing two teams that have been off for a relatively long time looking to knock that rust off and get after it.
Talik shot misses, and Dare gets the rebound, and he's off to the races now. We know that he's a sick playmaker. Another nice little time and a finish right there from Lake Damar getting on the board there. And once again, Adrian Dare getting it in the play action fast and furious.
No doubt, Josh. Deere is doing his thing on the offensive end.
No dice on the tray there. I've been waiting for that call for 2 years. And you have to wait for that magical call you know that I got here if you're a SAIT Trojan faithful. On the other side, nice drop of a dime there. Lake Del Mar, back-to-back baskets now for Olds.
Great job by the Broncos, Josh, picking up that ball quick off the defensive rebound, getting it up court, and scoring within 8 seconds of that shot clock. That's that quick offense, and that's really the only way to remedy SAIT's stifling defense.
Talik's got the ball down low. Ross with a fadeaway, not typically the shot you want from the big man. Maybe want him to go a little bit stronger there, Jermaine.
That's a great body job there by McKee, Josh, using that girth and making sure he's not budging at all when Talik Ross gets it into his chest. He's going to have to get a little bit more creative.
Yeah. Dare's shot misses. Nice little fake. Met at the rim right there. And Amon Suman will go to the line, and Nick McKee picks up the foul. Substitutions coming in for the Trojans.
Just going back to that last play, Josh, anytime you've got a guy the size of McKee under the basket, it can really deter smaller players from getting into the paint and making things happen. If you ever are going up against a guy who's that much bigger than you under the paint, Josh, the number one thing to remember is to take it into his chest. Take it at him. Yeah. Make him play physical. That way, not only will you get the respect of the referees, you'll also get the respect of the defense as well.
It's a great point there, Jermaine. In and out on the free throw attempt there. And by the way, you'll notice too, maybe on the sideline, no Coach Marty Berkey, unfortunately, has COVID. So Coach Pat Boylan will be taking the responsibilities. We know that he's capable on that sideline.
You know he does. Coach Pat is in the big seat tonight, Josh. We're going to see what he's got.
Nice take, and rolls it in there is Dare. And our thoughts, of course, with Coach Berkey fighting COVID. Hope to see him soon. No good on that tray there. Rebound, they reset it. Here's Chuck Burner with it. Charlie Connor, one of the masters for three. You can put on the board! Marcus Masters from downtown.
Double Lamb knocks it down, Josh. Amazing to hear that call. It's been so long, and hopefully we hear some more.
Chills, man. Chills to say that again.
No doubt, no doubt.
Stolen away. Nice take to the hole and a finish there from Suleiman.
Smart play there by Suleiman, Josh. He was able to get in front of the defender, use his body as a blocker, and got up uncontested at the hoop.
Here's McGee. Nice little bounce pass, but then he gets stolen away. So, no dice there. Ivanovich at the line right now. One of the newer faces here for the Trojans, Jermaine.
That he is, Josh, and making his presence known early as he was playing a great help defense there and picked off the spicy dish from McKee and got fouled in the process, and now he got a chance. He missed the first one, but he's got the second one, so that's an easy one. Plus possession, you've got to like that early on from Ivanovich.
Got to. So they're going to reset it here. 12-1 right now. It's been a back-and-forth game, like we said. Both these teams are trying to figure each other out early on in the season so far here. Pass in the corner there. Shot is up. And it looks like Charlie Connor is fouled there. Sorry, my view obstructed by a player.
Yep, you had it right, though, Josh. Charlie Connor got fouled on that three-point attempt. He's got a chance now for 3 easy ones. Man, Charlie, so deadly from beyond the arc, Josh, especially when you make space like he just did. You can't necessarily blame anybody for fouling him because it is such a tough task to keep him in check from long range.
It really is. And Chuck knocks down that one. Chuck, one of the main parts, one of the anchors of the 4-time ACAC champions for the SAIT Trojans. And, that was a SAIT team that didn't get to go to Nationals in Toronto. We'll look to go there in 2022. And then if you're wondering, SAIT was supposed to host them this upcoming season, the last upcoming season, but obviously things will get pushed around. So from my understanding, SAIT will be back with them in 2023 now with Nationals. So a little bit of a hold off as Toronto will get them first. And Obviously leaving a SAIT team that has been looking for a national championship, maybe wondering if COVID didn't get in the way, if that would have been the year finally.
No doubt, Josh. And you're looking, they're looking to pick up exactly where they left off right before the pandemic kind of broke things up. From what I've seen so far, it looks like the chemistry is starting to grow. They had a great showing last week as far as chemistry is concerned. Now we've got the home debut here of the squad. We're going to see if they can kind of get things going. Oles is definitely proven to be quite the competitor here early in this one.
One of those players is Adrian Dare. He's been fantastic. This is Lennox. Dishes it off. Stolen away by Charlie Connor. Chuck Burner to the hole, and it just bounces out. Fortunate miss there for Charlie Connor.
There you go. They're looking to ISO down low, Josh. There you go. They're going to get that ball in. There it is.
Going down low. Goes to the hole. No dice. Bounce pass up and stolen away. Here comes Camille Kemba down to Suleiman, and he finishes up there.
That's what you call turning great D into easy O, Josh. As soon as they get the ball on the defensive end, eyes are up, looking down the floor. Fast break is gone. 3 seconds later, that's 2 points.
Doesn't get much better than that. SAIT, who was down at 1 point. Well, I was going to say by 10-4, but big tray right there by Adrian Dare. And
I tell you, Josh, Deere is looking to make things happen early. He does not want to go down here without a fight, and he has come out the gate all pistons firing heavy.
Deere has not messed around so far. Stolen away, they get it back. Ivanovic for three. Yuki put on the board. Fili Ivanovic from downtown.
He's got that, Josh. You're either going to learn by him knocking it down contested or uncontested. One way or another, no, you're going to find out that he's got that long-range jimmy.
Ball passed away. Great defensive effort there for the Trojans, and Deere, he's looking for a sub as Talik Ross and Masters come back on for the Trojans. And
big front court in for the Trojans now, Josh. Decided size advantage down low. We're going to see if they can take advantage of that. Got that cleared out for Chuck Connor.
As he get it down, here's
There
Kemba.
it is. There's that size advantage. There it is.
He's going to get the thunder. No, I thought the big slam was coming there from Mr. Ross.
No doubt. It's a good job by the Broncos to instantly suffocate Ross as soon as he got that ball. Like I said, he's got a big advantage height-wise down there, so the Broncos have got to be taking each other's backs when he gets the ball on the block.
They really do. 19-15 in a fast-paced action. Down to Ross again. Goes up and just rolls out. Nice job there by Del Mar, though, staying tall, Jermaine, and not letting it go over. We had a shot clock problem there. I guess we're just going to keep on rolling with it anyways. Here's Masters. He's going to try to go. No, he dishes it to Kamba. Kamba goes against 3 men, doing his best Kobe impression, and almost finishes.
That he is, Josh. He saw the red 3 jerseys down below, and it did not deter him at all. Went right into the defense like you're supposed to do when you're going downhill.
So Kamba at the line. We always have a Kamba here, whether it be Camille or it be Ben.
No doubt, Josh. The Kambas are well-renowned here at the SCC, and we love seeing them, and here we are again, starting off another season with yet another Kamba getting wet from the line.
Some things never change. Shot clock is at 17, and Del Mar, no good on that.
Now, Del Mar missed that last J, Josh, but if you're Talik Ross, you do want to get out there a little bit faster. He missed that last one, but he hit the first 2. He's got the affinity to knock that down, and he can't be left alone there all night long. So if you're Ross, you want to make it a little bit more hard on Del Mar.
Del Mar again. We'll see if he takes your advice. Nice little dime down the side. Back to Del Mar. He's a little closer on him that time, Jay.
That he was, and that's all it takes to make the difference.
You do got to watch the shot, though, of Del Mar, because he likes that jump shot now. We've seen it multiple times of that just outside of the free throw area jump shot that he likes to hit. He'll take it, and that's a Problem with that is he can pump fake you and then go to the hole sometimes as well.
Well, make him prove that.
Yeah.
Make him prove that, because so far he's been able to take that shot. He's gone 50% now from that point. So if you're Ross, you want to make sure to keep him in check and not let him get too far from you.
Nice take, better defense, and he's missed there. Here's Masters to Ross. Ross with a high jump shot, and it bounces in. Nice shot there by Ross. Maybe not the shot you want Talik taking, but it works, so you'll take it.
That's right. Not the shot you need, but the shot you'll take every time. Stepping into a long two is Talik Ross.
So you could even hear on the side there, Olds talking about the way they want to defend Talik, so you know that he's demanding a certain type of defense and attention on him as a player.
100%, Josh. 7 feet will get you that every time. Teams will game plan around you. He's got to be cognizant of that on the offensive side.
There's Deere past the back. Shot clock under 10. And misses there. That's the one thing I've seen so far, Jay, with Nambach's game is he has all these opportunities to take it in, and he passes at the last second in the key.
No doubt. And some of that can be attributed, as I said earlier, to Ross's size inside.
Yeah.
He may not want to go contested, but sometimes you've got to go at the big man to really make him play honest and true defense down the line. Yeah,
this could be true. So we're about at a buck 15 right now left in this first. Passes over. Suleiman doesn't like that. Comes back for the tray. No good. Rebound there by Del Mar. The corner there for the three. No good. That bounces off. Missed shot there by Baker. Trojans now under a minute here. See if they can add to their lead. Get it to double digits potentially with a bucket here. Kombuch wants to slow it down, and Baker playing tight defense on him. Nice handles there. Trying to find his way through. Gets double teamed. Doesn't get it out as it was knocked away there by Del Mar, and it'll go back to Olds.
That was a great job there by the Broncos defense, Josh. They stayed in front of Kamba. Didn't let him get beat on either side. Make sure to seal off Ross as well. Kamba had nowhere to go, but a tough shot down low. Now Broncos got the ball back off some great D.
So 34 seconds left. I should know two SAIT in the bonus as well. So this is Lennox with the rock right now. Nambach. He goes up, dishes it again to Lennox. Lennox, nice little finger roll in the lane and finishes it.
100%, Josh. Lennox saw he had the step, took that step and got to the lane somewhat uncontested.
No shot clock, it's dead. 5 seconds left. Here's Masters with the ball, one-on-one with Baker. Step back for the tray. You can put on the board. Marcus Masters at the buzzer. Trojans go into the second quarter, 26-17. Marcus Masters leading Old Trojans with 8.
No doubt, Josh, and that is how you end off a quarter with a step-back triple. Leaves the hand up to make sure everybody knows his name. Masters, number 0, knocks it down to give SAIT the lead going into the break.
So a look there of what this Trojans team is. A lot of new faces, some familiar faces so far. What did you like that? And same with Olds as well. What have you saw on both sides of the ball right now?
Definitely. Well, when we started with Olds, Josh, one thing that they were not kind of lacking were at the beginning is some good interior defense. They did a good job of kind of making things happen defensively, making sure Ross didn't get any easy looks off the block. Anytime Kamba, Connors, anybody makes that drive, they're there with their hands up, making sure they're pulling down defensive rebounds as well. That's something you want to see them continue to do in the second quarter. With SAIT, where do I start, Josh? Marcus Masters, excuse me, Marcus Masters. Let me make sure I get his name correct.
You got Morris twins on your mind for this
week. I do.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, Josh, Marcus Masters with an unbelievable home debut here in the first quarter.
Yeah.
Both ends of the floor as well, making sure he's a quarterback on the offensive end, doing great things defensively, whether it's steals, playing passing lanes, making sure he's finding open shots. That is how you run the point, Josh.
Absolutely. They've kind of have this 2-guard, 3-guard setup, right? Because we know that Chuck can run the point. At times we've seen him have that. But Suleiman and Masters there in the backcourt have done a really successful job. And even right now you have Camille come in, and we know how successful he can be. Ross is the one player that I continue to watch, and we watched it a lot last year, well, 2 years ago. before the pandemic, with the way that in the paint he was growing and growing and growing. And that's, again, an unfortunate thing. We've seen it in the CFL and some other sports, right, in NBA when they came to the bubble even, that it takes some time when you don't play basketball for that long. And for some of those guys in the bubble, that's why we had those 8 games before the playoffs, right? Because that was only, what, 3-4 months away from basketball? We're talking about almost 2 years away from competitive basketball for these guys. And you could tell in the first, say, trying to find themselves. Masters one-on-one again. Goes up strong, can't finish it. Gets his own rebound and takes it back out. Here's Camille Kamba. Deer's got him in his sights.
Oh, there's a slip. There's a slip from Ross. There it is.
Ross goes up strong, can't get it.
That's tough. There's some frustration there. Frustration foul from Ross. He felt he got whacked going up. It did look like that, but nonetheless, you can't let that deter you.
No.
Keep those easy slips coming, and that'll be there for you all night long.
It'll come for Ross. And I mean, it shows, too, like I said, like, you know, we have the benefit of being next to the old bench, and you can hear the whispers, right?
100%, Josh. He's been circled for sure, and that's obvious out here what they got going on.
So Deer hitting the technical. Not sure who the technical is on. I will.
It was Ross.
Oh, it was Ross, right?
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, he felt like he got tapped going up there, which, you know, debatable.
Yeah, again, like we said, like the attention is on him, right? You know, you're a big guy. You're almost 7 foot or 7 foot, whatever he is. So the big man from Florida, like that orange tree is going to get knocked down.
Got to, every time.
Here's Ali. We've seen how tight that defense can be from Masters.
Look at it, Masters. Boy, he's a pit bull out there, Josh.
Chance for a 3. And again, a pass. Delmar missing that. I got to say, like, again, like, Mbach, he's got to have some confidence with that shot. Chuck goes up strong, and he'll go to the line for 2. But I want to go back again, and I'm sorry to keep on hitting it. With Austin Mbach, Jermaine, this has been about, like, 5 times now. He's had a clear opportunity for a layup, and I know you were saying that maybe Talik Ross is getting in his head. But every single time he's had a clear lane to the pass, to the lane for a layup, he's passing it off every single time.
All credit to that SAIT defense, Josh. They're doing a great job of making him think when he goes in there. And that's what you want to have happen. If you can make sure that a drive and kick is the only possibility as opposed to taking it up through the defense, you've got to consider that a win.
Right.
Keep it coming.
This is true. This is true. So Charlie knocking down the free throw. 27-18. SAIT really hasn't got a double digits yet. And Pat Bolin are doing a good job holding down the fort. Fadeaway J knocked down by Deer.
Great job by Deer, Josh. He was trying to back up Masters. Masters held his ground, wasn't going anywhere. Deer says, you know what? I'm going to hit you with the fadeaway. Knocks it down and splickety splash for 2.
Masters for 3. You can put it on the board. Marcus Masters from downtown.
Not to be outdone. Marcus Masters comes right back on the other end and knocks down that triple. Oh, look at that.
He does not give up. He does not. Oh, the fingertips just eke away from Masters, and it'll go back to Olds. But, hey, hell of an effort there from Masters.
No doubt, Josh. That split second of him looking up at the basket, trying to see where D was, caused that turnover. Got to secure the rock before you're looking to take it in the hoop. But nonetheless, you got to love the defensive effort from Masters here in the second quarter.
It's 30-20 right now. Oh, so they're going to say it's safe ball because it was never a controlled dribble for Masters. So the effort pays off.
That it does. That it does. That's why you never give on the play.
Nope. And the shot clock will go to 18. So I thought it was safe ball from what the refs were saying. So no, it is Olds ball. I thought the refs said it was safe ball, but I must have misunderstood them. But nonetheless,
returned all the time.
Yes.
Nonetheless,
so it is Olds, and the shot clock was put down a little bit. I think that's what the situation was, where SAIT never really touched it, so just And Deer knocks it down for the tray. Adrian Deer comes right back.
Way too open of a look there, Josh. When you've got that screen set on you, somebody's got to come and face up there. Deer getting way too good of a look coming off of that pick and roll.
Masters with a jumper fadeaway, no good. 30-22, 7:49 so far in the first game back here at the State Trojan Center. Welcome back. Big tray there, no good. Ivanovic is trying to get the rebound, but Ali gets it, passes it up to Deer. Deer will head it back and reset. He's met by a double team immediately. McGee, nice cross-court pass, finds Ali. Ali goes up strong, and he's fouled, and he'll go to the line and shoot two. Noah Lito with the foul on the Trojans. 30-22 right now, and that is the second foul on the Trojans. And it's 2 on Lito.
Good decision there by Ali, Josh. He got Lito backpedaling off balance, went up into his chest, and got 2 easy ones now from the line. That's what you want to do when you're outmatched size-wise.
Yeah.
Take it right into the defense's heart.
Ali knocks that one down. Solman. Lito missed his last one, and he misses this one too. Another the open jumper. Ivanovic gets the nice shot roll there and knocks it in.
Good job, Ivanovic there on the offensive glass, Josh, using that size advantage to pick up yet another offensive rebound and go back up for that easy two.
Bounce pass there to McGee. Pass back to Ali in the corner. No good there. Numbach misses that. Here's Solman. Ivanovic, we've seen him knock down a tray earlier. And Yuki put on the board! Ivanovic from downtown.
I told you he has that, didn't I? Come on now, Josh. You've got to get all up in Ivanovic's grill.
Charging call.
That's how you do it. 3 on one end, defensive foul pickup on the other end, Josh. That is an effective and efficient 5 seconds.
And we have our first time out of the game as Olds will take a timeout so far. So SAIT, just the pace, Jermaine. The pace and the defense has been, unlike really defensively, we've had some good Trojans defenses. You know, I look at ASAP Relish, how good he was on defense, but this is one of the best defensive teams for SAIT early on in the season I've ever seen.
No doubt, Josh, and defense is all effort. When you're getting high effort plays on loose balls, on defensive screens as well, that translates into easy, oh so easy offense. And that's what we're seeing here again, Josh.
Yeah.
Has great stuff playing down low, transition bucket. Crassy offensive glass, easy putback. It all rolls downhill, Josh, and that all starts with defense effort.
Just a welcome sight, too, from the newcomers that are doing it, right? Ivanovic and Masters and Suleiman are doing it for this Trojans team right now.
No doubt, Josh. And they know, though. They know they've got quite the legacy to live up to here at State Trojans, Josh. Only top-level elite basketball gets played here. These newcomers are fitting right in early on in this game.
Absolutely. Talik Ross is back in after that technical. We'll see how he's handled. And I think, you know, he got that first big basket, and you always kind of heard, like, back in the day, you get the basket first. We saw the Boston Celtics do that back in the day with Perk. And it looked like the Trojans did that with Ross, but we know he can get rolling, but they've definitely been set their sights on to Mr. Ross. Here's Chuck Burner. Connor to the hole, denied! It looked like Deer got that swat there. No, that was not Deer, actually. That was Cackens. They got the block there. And that's a and ball's going to go back to the Trojans.
Illegal screen. Got to keep those feet square to your shoulder. Hands in when you're setting screens. If not, you're liable to get a whistle.
Yeah, it was Nathan Calkins on the block, but doesn't matter. Trojans have the ball back.
Almost right on key, Josh. You see McKee coming to check in.
No good there. Ross with the rebound. That's what you want out of him. Solomon, long 2. No good. Ball goes off the backboard on Olds, and that looked like on Delmar. It should be Trojans ball with 6 seconds on the shot clock. I guess not. It's going to be Olds ball. Baker, McGee, Delmar, Deer, and Culkin on right now for Olds. Ivanovic, Solomon, Kamba, Ross, and Connor on for the Trojans. Pass there to McGee. See if the big man's got some range. No dice off the backside of the iron.
Great contest there by Ross, Josh. All it took was one large step to get out there and get a hand up in McKee's face, which in part caused that miss.
Looks like the foul's going to be on Suleiman there, I believe. Or maybe a kick ball, they're going to say. Isaac Harris checking into the game. Haven't got a chance to see Harris too much. And we won't get a chance to see him. Apparently because of the undergarment that he has. That's the first time I've ever heard of that. You see that in college all the time. That's the first time I've ever heard of that. To talk to the officials about that at the half.
Yeah, no doubt. Sometimes it just seems like it's super inconsistent. Some refs will let you wear the long sleeves, some won't. You know, just a different, it's a crapshoot every time, but you got to be prepared for any situation. So I'm sure he'll get that shirt off real quick and get back in the game ASAP.
Here's McGee.
Oh,
nice
great move.
Yes. And finish.
Yeah, definitely, Josh. That's a combination of finesse and power right there. Keeps the defender sealed on his backside. Goes up so easy on the other side.
Here's Ivanovic. Tried to get inside. McGee gets in the way of it. And then they get the double team. Goes out, but it goes out on Olds. Trojans will have a 13 of the shot clock. Masters checks in and Ivanovic checks in. Suleiman comes out and Ivanovic checks out. Great round there by Ivanovic. 5 left here in the first half, 35-26. Trojans up. 13 there on the shot clock, and they go up, and McGee with the foul on Talik Ross. That'll be the 3rd on McGee, and I think that will be a substitution, and Harris now checks into the game.
It's a good job there out of Ross, Josh. You know McKee has got 2 fouls on him. You want to go make sure to take it right at him. Picked up that 3rd foul.
So, Ross at the line. Missing that one.
Tough miss there by Ross, but nonetheless, you want to make sure you can at least get this one here. Make that charity stripe visit worth it.
You got to think, too, now McGee has to sit out the rest of the quarter now with those 3 fouls.
That's right, that's right. If you're Talik Ross, Josh, your eyes got eyed as saucers right now. Start feeding the big man down low as there's a decided size advantage down there.
Well, McGee is getting ready to sub in Jermaine. So, a little bit surprising the call there, but nonetheless, ball's passed. Del Mar gets it. The corner, here's Baker. Loses it. Kamba got it. Kamba's got everyone on him, and he's denied. What a block there by Lennox. But then a follow-up. And Leto finishes off there after the great effort there by Lennox.
No doubt. Great defense by Lennox, but that's why you never give up on the play as we get an easy basket there by Leto.
Del Mar needs to make that bucket. Very easy after the pass from Lennox. He'll go for the tray. No good there. So Lennox with some great playmaking there, but it's not getting rewarded. Del Mar's going to come off, and again, Nick McGee, with those 3 fouls, is going to check back into the game. I don't know if I agree with that decision.
Hey, well, that's obviously a vote of confidence from his head coach, Josh. He's got a lot of faith in him, making sure he can play here and not pick up his 4th foul before the end of the 2nd quarter. If you're Talik Ross, though, you got to make something happen about that.
So I've been told, too, they rescinded one of the fouls, so it is only 2. So that does make a little bit more sense with the substitution now. With that other foul getting rescinded and given. We don't know who else it was given. We'll find out. McGee comes in, misses that shot. Rebounded by Masters. Taken away. But so now with only having 2 fouls, you can kind of understand why McGee would come back in the game.
Definitely. Yeah. That changes the outlook a little bit. It shouldn't change Tariq's, though, Josh. Or Talik, excuse me. He's got to continue to take it at McKee and make sure you see if you can pick up that 3rd foul.
So 4:04 left here. Trojans are in the bonus, by the way. 1 timeout left for Olds, 2 for the Trojans. And Masters, because of the bonus, will be shooting. Knocks down that one. And knocks down both. So 40-26 right now. 4:04 left. Here's Baker bringing up the rock right now for the Broncos. It's that back cut. Harris dips it off to McGee. Nice pass there, McGee. Lennox, Euro. Try to get it off the glass, can't finish.
Great take there by Lennox, but an even better contest there by Ross, Josh, using all of that 7'1" frame to bottle that shot. Does he have the range?
No, big man hits the front side there. We know we've seen Talik hit that, but I don't know if you want. Here's Lennox. Dishes into the corner. Here's Harris. No, that is not Harris. That was Culkins. Culkins with the tray right there. Here's Masters now. Tight defense there, gets the screen, goes for the tray, no dice, air ball for Masters. Go ahead pass, here's Kalkin. Ivanovic had some tight defense there, was able to get it, and Pat Bolin has seen enough and wants a little bit of a timeout.
Now, Josh, that's a 4-0 run for Calkins all alone as he gets back-to-back baskets, and that second one coming off a great defensive play down low and able to finish with the defense of Ivanovic not making a difference on that play.
Well, we've seen for this Olds team, they definitely have great playmakers on this team, right? They can get it done on both sides. I thought Lennox added a little bit extra layer of hustle that kind of has led this minor run right now by Olds.
No doubt, Josh. It's all been headed off by this great guard play. Olds is doing a good job of controlling the pace after they get the ball and also running up the floor and making things hard in the transition for the SAIT defense. That's one thing you don't want to let SAIT do is set up defensively.
Yep.
When you're able to get quick, easy baskets in transition, they're not going to be able to do that.
No, they're not. SAIT, you know, just a little bit ago, it looked like this was going to get blown up to a 20-point lead. So shouts to Olds for not letting that happen. And I think it's been that you've seen it on both sides. So these runs today are coming off of defensive efforts.
They are on both sides, Josh, on both sides. We're seeing great transitions on defensive sides, even better rotations as well. The people not getting caught up on screens, making sure to stay between your man and the basket, making baskets hard down low. That's the kind of continued effort you want to see on both sides if you're looking for a tightly contested game.
Yes, sir, and 2:59 now left here in the first of play. Thank you, everyone, for joining us here on the AC Network for the home opener for the SAIT Trojans. There's Solman.
Oh, yeah. Look at McKee's defense on Ross.
It's a long two, no good. Ross with the rebound. And he steps out of bounds, and that ball will go back to Olds.
It's a great job there. Ross was battling down low that whole time, trying to get open. Both McKee and Calkin making things extremely hard with a double. One playing in front, one playing behind. No easy lane to Talik Ross.
So the ball stays now with Olds. Here's Lennox again to the hole, and the speed of Lennox. The speed.
That first step is so deceptive, Josh.
Yeah.
It kind of lulls you into it. As soon as he defensively turns on the Jets, gets right by you and finds himself at the hoop in no time.
So now it's 40-33. Olds bench getting into it. They try to get it down. And nice steal away there from McGee. And McGee has an accident, so it's they're going to slow it down because it was a 3-on-5 there. Lennox goes right into Ivanovic, and that's definitely a charge.
It's the second one he's picked up in this half, Josh. Ivanovic, again, taking that hit right into the chest and getting the call. Possession, SAIT Trojans.
McGee, something, maybe a Charlie horse or something, I'm not sure.
No doubt, a good shift there by McGee, Josh. Amazing job fronting Talik Ross with that pickoff there on the last possession as well. Doing a good job despite the height advantage. Disadvantage, excuse me.
Yes. Masters finds Solman. He goes up strong, and hard foul there by Harris. That'll get 2 shots there for Solman. Solman at the line right now. 5 points so far for him.
Amin Suleiman, Josh, is doing a good job of getting into the lane despite that decided height disadvantage. He's not being deterred by big guys in front, making sure to continue to take it at the defense. And plays like that over and over again, he'll find himself here at the charity stripe to get some easy ones.
Yep, absolutely. Adrian Deere is back in the game. So 1:48 here in the second. Deere one-on-one with Masters. We've seen the defense the Masters can have. Strong take, and Deere finishes it, and just like that now, Jermaine, at one point this was a 15-point game, and now all of a sudden it's just a 6-point game.
That's right. Broncos hanging around, making things interesting, and just like that, They've gotten within 10 points.
Baker, tight defense on Masters. Able to get out of it.
Stop and go. Man, stopping on a dime. Hezzy left, right. Masters has got it all in his bag. Josh continues to take it into the defense. He's got defenders off balance all night long so far.
Definitely got that dribbling package. So 41-35 right now. Shot is up and knocked down. So 42-35, 118 here left in the first half of play. And Masters remains unconscious from the charity stripe. Here's Deere. Fadeaway jumper for Deere, no good. Sulman. 1 minute left now. Sulman goes up and in. A nice take there by Sulman.
There you go, Josh. You get down the floor. You see that the front court for the Broncos have yet to get under the basket. Take advantage, turn on the Jets, get to the hoop, and get that easy too.
Exactly it. Nice strong take in there by Del Mar.
No doubt, big power step and up hard with the two by Del Mar, Josh. Despite Marcus Masters getting a piece of it.
Yuki, put her on the board. Chuck Burner from downtown.
Double C far too open, Josh. You cannot lose him. That's right, and yet another charge called by this defense, Josh. I tell you, they're out here to ball tonight.
They're going down. I love the intensity Coach Pat Bowl is bringing from the sideline, too.
No doubt. He looks good in that big chair, Bob.
48-37. Shot clock is dead, so the last time that we were in the situation for the Trojans, Masters knocked down the tray. He's going to start off with the ball here. Obviously, the Trojans will waste down the clock, and we'll see how they finish here. If they do miss, Olds will look for a timeout, apparently, according to the coach. Baker has been playing some tight defense on Masters so far in this game. Under 10 of the shot clock now. Here's Masters, one-on-one. And they traveled, and now Olds will take that timeout. So Olds will take a timeout there after that, and they had one timeout, so not a terrible use of the timeout there.
No doubt, Josh. You want to get a nice, good look here going into the halftime break. If you're Olds, you know, you're down by just about 10, well, 9 to be exact. I mean, looking to make stuff happen here going into the second half. So despite you being down 9, I understand why they took that timeout here to see if they can get something good going into the break.
Yes, sir. So who are you looking for to take this shot if you're Olds right now?
You know what, Josh? If I'm coach for the Olds Broncos right now, I'm going to put the ball into Lennox's hand. He's shown a great aptitude to get with that quick first step and make sure to get by the defense. It gives you an option for a drive and or kick to go into the buzzer. We're going to see if the coach for the Broncos agrees with me or not.
We will see what they are able to do here. Unfortunately, I just want to apologize, too. We haven't been able to give you the best quality of a broadcast we have because, unfortunately, there is no live stats tonight. So
going off the cuff tonight, guys. You're going to have to deal with us.
But we have
on this sonic journey.
Yes,
for
sir.
the rest of this game.
We have a quality game at the very least for you right now. So 4 seconds left. Baker will be inbound the ball. He will give it to Deere. So no Lennox ons. Deere passes it, and it's fumbled by Talbot, who we haven't even seen in today.
No, and that lets you know that he's a specialist, Josh.
Yeah.
They brought him out here specifically for that shot, so you got to feel for the young man.
Charlie Connor, no good. So we will go to the half with the St. Trojans up 48-37. Marcus Masters leads the way with all scores with 14 apiece. We will see you in 15 minutes. All right, everyone, welcome back for the second half of SAIT Trojans basketball. Olds College versus the Trojans, 37-48 right now. And we'll see how Olds reacts. Ali up with the rock right now, passes it to Deer. Nice dime, Deer to Daw, denied at the rim. The lake has been flushed out by Rouse.
Now, Josh, there it is right there. A great drive and kick move. Nonetheless, Del Mar sees Ross underneath the hoop and doesn't get it to go.
Great take.
I'll tell you what, though, Josh, if you're the coach of the Broncos, you've got to be happy with that first half. You're kind of hanging around here a little bit.
Yeah.
You get some good takes, and despite getting blocked there, you've got to like the motion you've seen on both the offensive
The quarter
and
started
defensive side.
running out. All right, we're about that 4-minute mark, and it was looking a little bit desperate there for Olds. It was almost 16-point lead for the Trojans, and that's kind of the shift mark you could have, right? And now it's how do you come out of this third quarter?
Definitely. Got to continue to build on that momentum. Oh, great look.
Had the look there. Ross kind of scared him away. Shot clock winding down. Passes it out. Ali. Pass is knocked away. 1 second on the shot clock. It's a quick shot here. You need to know your out of bounds play very, very specifically here. Deer gets it at the buzzer. No good. Air ball back to the Trojans.
There you go. That's a good defensive stand. 24 strong seconds of defense by the SAIT Trojans gets them an early possession here in the third quarter.
So welcome back. And again, if you're wondering where on the sideline Coach Marty Berkey is, unfortunately has succumbed to COVID. And hopefully we'll see him back. Nothing but well wishes to Coach Marty Berkey.
No doubt.
Ivanovic goes around, doesn't get it. Second time is not the charm. And Ali has the rock, and here he comes. Nice dime to Del Mar. Back to Ali. Trojans all over the court defensively right now, not letting anything happen. Passes down. Shot up, nice, smooth in the air there, but Deer not able to finish it.
No doubt, Josh. You can see that the Broncos are highlighting their penetration here to start off this third quarter as Ivanovic is not looking.
A little bit of miscommunication, but the Trojans get the ball back. Here's Charlie Connor. Tries to find someone, fades, knocks down the fadeaway J. Great job there by Charlie Connor.
Now, when Charlie gets that close to the hoop, Josh, it is almost automatic there. Gonna need some help down low if Charlie finds himself in the paint.
McGee. Pass it down to Del Mar.
From the parking lot.
No good on the three there. I find right now that Olds is settling for shots instead of attacking the way they were when they made that run, Jermaine.
No doubt, Josh, and you've got to credit the interior defense of the SAIT Trojans by making Olds make that change. Doing a good job of putting.
You can put it on the board! Charlie Connor from downtown. Add one more to it. Hoop in the heart.
1, 2, 3, +1, Josh. Potential for a 4-point play. Charlie Connor coming out here the gate, full motors ahead as he's looking to extend this lead.
Chuck was kind of finding his, kind of settled back a little bit in that first little bit. Solman and Masters really took control, but right now the Charlie Connor has stepped up that we have known and seen and loved the last few years here at SAIT. Not able to knock that one down, though.
No doubt, Josh. One thing I love so much about Connor's game, he just kind of gets in where he fits in. You know, whatever is needed from the team, whatever is needed from your teammates as well, he's willing to do, whether it's great D or shooting long range.
Baker with the three, and that was really big for Olds. They needed that bucket. They were starting goal. It's 13 lead. Could be 15. Yes, little finger roll. I went an under.
Up and under, baby. Suleiman. See that there was no one under the hoop. Let him use the other side. That was real pretty.
Very pretty. Tight defense there. Tier runs into McGee. He's able to get it to Del Mar. He likes those jump shots. Can't get that one to go. Del Mar tips it. Soman able to get it back. Trojans regain the possession. And Masters will lead the break. Masters pass it out to Soman. He doesn't like the three. He spins out. Goes to the lane. Tried to go for Ross, and that's where Ross needs to cut. Del Mar cut it off.
That he does. Good defense there by Del Mar. He's just getting in front of Ross and making that pass impossible.
Calkins with the finish. 55-42. Fast and furious action coming out of the half. Down to Ross. Fumbles the ball. Gets it back. And can't make it. You cannot miss that if Ross. You have to catch that in possession in and bring it and finish it down.
No doubt. Those are the gimmies right there, Josh. It was good defense by the Broncos, but nonetheless, that's a jumper you got to hit.
Here comes Soman. Ooh, nice handles there.
Man, he lost me on that one.
No, can't finish it.
That side to side is deadly there from Chuck Burner. Unable to get the jumper to go, but nonetheless, you love the space creation by Double C.
Here's Del Mar. Gets it down to Deere. Deere's got three on him. Doesn't get it. Second effort, no good. Ivanovic gets the rebound. Back out to Charlie Connor. Connor finds Ross. Ross for the tray. The big man can't get it. And again, I don't know if I like Ross taking those shots. I know he can take it, but I don't know if I want him taking those shots or not, Jermaine.
You know what? I can't be all the way mad at it. He was in rhythm. He wasn't contested. Obviously, he's not done a couple before, so I can understand where he wants it. But of course, when you're that big, you do want to see him get there and get the easy two.
Yes, you do. Here's Baker. Gets it down to Lennox. We've seen that first step of Lennox. Baker. Nice pass down to Del Mar. McGee goes for the three, can't get it. And fouled down low. That'll be on Charlie Connor. It'll be Charlie's first. Olowabi checks in, and first time we'll get a chance to see him. He played 12 minutes and had a tray last game, so we'll see what James is able to do.
That's right, Josh. You know he's been looking to contribute here in his home debut, looking to make something happen as his squad is up 13. 5:08 left in the third quarter.
We're in the 30 of Nick Molina, all-time great Trojan. You get to that point when you've been here long enough, certain numbers are kind of get weird when people wear them. And, you know, we saw Nick wear that 30 for so long. So it is a little different to see someone wear the 30. I'm sure James will bear it with respect. Even 6 today with seeing Sullivan, it's so weird because you have Calvin in your mind.
No doubt, Josh. Some great former Trojans don these numbers, but you know that these new guys, Josh, are looking to create their own lane.
Absolutely.
Those numbers. And that's something you got to respect.
Yes, sir. Baker knocks it down. I've liked the play of Baker in this half. You know, he got the three earlier, and he's really led by the lead at the point guard position, being aggressive and doing a good job on the defensive end.
No doubt, Josh. He's also doing a good job getting his teammates involved, keeping everybody engaged on both sides of the floor. It's a good start here coming out of the gate in the second half for Baker.
Charlie Connor goes up. Can't get that one to go down. Here comes Baker. Baker resets it. He's got Lito on him. Great pass is tipped. And good job by Olowabi. Going to the hole. Can't get it there. First attempt in the SAIT gym. Ross checks back in, and Ivanovic checks out.
Look at that, Josh. Talik Ross, unmatched height-wise here on the floor. You know he's going to be looking to take advantage.
And no Nick McGee to really take him on. Nice over-under there by Del Mar. He's not able to finish it. Ali pump fake. Gets it back. Finds Del Mar. We've seen him set up for the jumper there. Baker is going to have to get something going. Dishes it to Del Mar. No basket. They just missed the shot clock there.
Great job there by Talik Ross, defending the shot and staying down at the same time. So Del Mar didn't have a clean look. That's yet another 24-second violation. Second one here in the third quarter.
55-44. They were very close on that one. Can't say they were, but I think that's when Baker gets that. He's just got to take the shot and realize where you are instead of making that extra play. Here's Masters. He loses it, gets bumped off there, and Lennox. Nice dime to Del Mar. He's not able to finish it. Second chance, can't get it. Ball's bounced around. Back to the Trojans. Nice lead pass. And Masters had Talik all set up, but it doesn't matter. Charlie Connor finishes, but Talik's got to learn to handle the ball.
Yeah, definitely. You want to see him pull that pass in. Thankfully, he was able to corral it and get it to Charlie Connor for the easy lefty. But you know, deep down, he wanted to throw that thing in. I guarantee you, that's what he was thinking about.
Thinking about what you're going to do before you do it. You know, a lot of us have seen that in the air of get that breakaway. You're going to think you're going to do that nice little jelly layup or that nice dunk, and then you miss it. You got to just catch the ball and then go from there. Connor gets the screen, jumps over it.
Oh, what a
nice
dish.
Bounce a slam dunk. Talik Roos.
That's right. There's that hammer. That's that hammer he wanted to play before, Josh. Stayed persistent, stayed down low. Chuck Burner got him the ball, throws that thing in the orange with authority.
That was a fantastic dime. Finished off by the dunk. McGee goes over, not able to finish it. I've loved McGee's post moves, though, today.
No doubt, Josh. Super crafty down there. Does a good job of using that weight advantage, and he's real light on his feet as well. He gets those feet going. He's getting up and under, making sure guys are getting off balance. So he's doing a good job of staking his claim.
McGee rocking those, rocking some Kobe's right now, which are in short supply all of a sudden.
That they are. That they are.
I think the problem that we've seen too from Olds that we didn't see when they were making that run, Jermaine, is just a lot of settling. Not as much attacking the basket as they were before.
Definitely. You can tell that their psyche may have been affected by seeing such a big guy down low.
Yeah.
But if you're those Broncos, you can't get affected by that. You got to continue to take it in the paint and make stuff happen when there seems to be nothing at all. Great
Charlie trying to dipsy-do through everybody. Here's Culkin. Great defense there by Oluwabi.
Yeah, nothing easy. Nothing easy. Great job by Oluwabi getting back on D, and he's going to make Culkin earn him from the free throw line.
Might as well. So this will be Culkin at the line right now. Nate Culkin. 7 points so far for him. First attempt, no good. Some good sportsmanship there by Ivanovic. Don't see that very often.
Some say sportsmanship.
Yeah.
Others say gamesmanship.
Yeah,
we'll
there
see.
you go.
We'll see.
Masters greeted by Baker. He's going to get that screen by Ivanovic. Charlie looking for the ball again. He's been in the zone. He's trying to get it down to Ross. Tight defense there by McGee. Goes around.
That's great D.
Great D by McGee.
Oh, yeah.
Great D.
100%, Josh. Super solid right
Yep.
there. Talik Ross is looking, trying to make space on the block. McGee wasn't going anywhere. Forced him into a tough shot and into the travel as well.
And McGee, since he had those two quick fouls, is nothing again on the foul side, and just because he's playing smart defense. There's Culkin. Finds McGee, and Ivanovic gets in the way of that possession there. It will stay with Olds. It'll be 14 seconds on the shot clock, and Solman will check back in for the Trojans. Charlie Connor, check out great quarter for Charlie Connor. Culkin wide open J off the inbounds. Trojans fall asleep.
Big miscommunication there, Josh. Many of those. Calkins looks around, sees nobody's around him, and says, okay, I'll splash it.
Ross, I think you're officially at the point now, no more threes. You've missed 3 in a row now, no more threes from you.
No doubt, no doubt. And
yeah.
Coach Pat is echoing that same sentiment right now. It's time to get down low and earn that bread, big man.
Culkin dishes it to Lennox for the tray. No. McGee tried to get it. They're going to say it was off of Olawale.
See momentum here starting to shift a little bit to the Broncos side, Josh. We're going to see exactly how SAIT can answer this late push.
You can definitely feel that pendulum shifting. Big basket here for the Olds. College Broncos. Ali in the lane, finds McGee, met by Solman. McGee can't get a good job by Solman, just throwing him off just enough for McGee to hesitate and miss the shot. Masters finds Solman. Corner, here's Olawabi, down low to Ross again. McGee and Ross pass back out. Olawabi, he's met by Ali. Ross down low, and Culkin once again. Culkin has been phenomenal down the stretch here lately.
He has been, Josh, doing a great job on the help side. You've seen McKee's got his hands full. He's got to keep Ross away from the basket. Anytime you get Culkins coming around with that quick double, that you know you're playing good defense.
And you'll take it, like you said on the other side with the Trojans when that happened, you'll take it, you know? You'll send the big man to the line right now. Ross having a difficult game so far for him. Missing 7 points. He got that big dunk earlier, but, maybe hitting on those threes a little bit too much. And McGee, you got to wonder the defense that McGee's getting if it's going to get in his head a little bit.
No doubt, Josh. He's doing a good job of being a solid low, down low, making sure to keep Tariq away, making him work for every point as well.
We have a line violation on the Broncos, so 3 times maybe will be the charm for Ross to knock down a free throw. We have a buck left here in the third quarter play, 59-49. And Ross does get it on the third time. It is the charm. So what can the Broncos do before they end the third quarter and go into the final quarter of play? McGee at that top key goes one-on-one, using his muscle, finds Baker. Baker goes up strong. He's met by Ross. Good job by Ross denying him there. 40 seconds now here. Here's Masters. Passes it over. Solman. Fade away, knocks it down. Great shot there by Amon Solman.
Yeah, Amon Solman, Josh. He's got such a silky smooth jumper. He creates space so effortlessly as well. That's another good job out of him knocking down that open 15-footer.
Here's Ali. Pass it back to Lennox. Lennox in the corner. Culkin tries to get underneath to Baker. Great job there. Shot clock is off. Game clock down to 5. What will the Trojans be able to do? Solman for the pull-up J. You can put on the board! Amon Solman from downtown.
Slamming the door on quite a third quarter as Suleiman with a 5-0 run all by himself in the last 15 seconds of this quarter, Josh. Good way to end it all off.
What a run there, as it seemed like Olds was starting to get some momentum back there, Jermaine.
No doubt, Josh. They're kind of hanging around a little bit. They were making some noise, and just like that, at the flip of the switch, that SAIT backcourt once again put the thing out of reach. Up 14 now with 1 quarter left. If you're Olds, you can't necessarily be too discouraged. You're still around. You can still make some noise. Keep making things hard for them down low, and you'll see if you can turn that to some easy offense.
The unfortunate thing for Olds is the pressure kind of mounts them whenever they get to that 10-point threshold right there. For SAIT to keep on going. I mean, Masters just kind of cooled off really this second quarter, but Solman and Charlie have kind of taken the reins on the offensive side of the ball.
No doubt. A solid guard play from the SAIT Trojans was the theme of that third quarter. If that's something they can continue to do in the fourth, they'll easily go to this win.
The main story, I think, for the Trojans, though, is something to keep an eye out for in the future is Talik Ross. And it's a lot that we saw from Talik the last time he was here, right? There's a lot of potential there for the big man. But there is a little bit of a frustration for him when he starts missing jumpers and stuff down in the paint.
Definitely, Josh. And that's a common thing dealing with big men who are facing a lot of resistance from the defense. You've got to credit Olds' defense for doing a good job on Ross down low. Nothing is coming easy for him, and you just can't get discouraged by that if you're Ross. Continue to take it hard. Understand that you're the big man on campus, and you're going to make them pay.
Yeah, that's a huge key right there. And I would say, too, like, no more threes. And Coach Bolin was talking to him about that. We can't see any more trays from him. Enough is enough in those trays. So we enter the fourth quarter of play here, 65-51. Trojans looking to hold on to win their home opener after 2 years away. Trojans have 3 home games in a row. On Fridays here at the SAIT Campus Center. Trying to get it down low. Ross, see now Ross is passing out a little bit of getting a little bit intimidated of scoring down low, and Charlie Connor gets fouled and he'll go to line and shoot a pair.
No doubt, Josh. They're looking to get Ross going on every possession, which is good. Let him get the ball in his hands every possession. Just when you see him get that good position, you want to get up there and get that easy too.
Yeah. Baker will check back in the game, and he's been phenomenal. Really good guard play on both sides from Olds with Baker and with Ali. Charlie Connor knocked down that. .51 now, and Charlie, 16 points for Charlie now, and that gives him the lead with all scorers in this game. Here's Nambach down low. Nice spin move around. Not able to finish, but he's able to get to the line and shoot two. That'll be 7 points so far for Nick McGee.
Quick spin, effective hezzy, last minute pump fake. All great moves there by McGee, Josh, as he finds himself in the line again with that crafty play.
McGee able to knock down that one. McGee has been one of the more effective players so far for Olds and really has kept Ross in check. And able to knock down that one. Head, Charlie get it. Going through the defense, jumper, no good. And here come Olds back in the attack. Game is getting out of hand for them. They need to get a run going. Here's Del Mar. Pass it out. McGee looking for the tray. Yes, knocks it down. I think we have a foul underneath too, so we can have a 5-point play potentially.
Looks like after the three there, we had a little bit of action there from Baker as they've got him for the personal.
Got to watch out on that. Now, Olds got to get multiple stops here. 67-56. They've been on the precipice of getting to this point, but then they just can't get over it. Here's Masters to Ivanovic, and he travels. It'll be Olds ball. I don't know if I saw travel personally there, but I will trust our referees.
Definitely, definitely. Very important possession here if you're Olds, Josh.
Yep.
Kind of been making some noise here late. A big three by McKee on the last possession.
No good on the jumper there. Here comes Morris.
Too much space.
Coleman for three. No. And rebound by Ross. Goes up strong. That's what you want to see out of Talik Ross.
That's right. Skying up, getting that offensive board was Talik Ross and going right back up with the putback, Josh. That is using your size for good.
Deer for the tray. Oh, that would have been a big-time tray. I was about to give him the Mike Breen Bane there.
Oh, were you?
I was about to give him a Bane.
Preemptive.
But he blew it. Here's Solman.
We're going to get Ross involved.
Charlie off. Masters, no good. Some missed jumpers there by the Trojans. 7:55. Let's see how Olds reacts. Down low. Goes around Del Mar. Can't get that one to go.
Great steal by Del Mar, just unable to finish it.
Passed it off. Here's Masters. He gets stuck. Del Mar back with the rock. Spin move to Deer. Deer going to the hole. Can't finish it. Masters. So a little bit of back and forth missing right now. Can Sulman end the drought on either side? No. Del Mar knocks him away. Lito is able to chase it down. Good hustle by Lito. And then Baker gets it, and it's a foul, I believe, on Masters, but we'll get the call. Yeah, that's a foul on Masters. It's only his first, though, as Culkin checks back into the game.
That's so surprising to me as well, Josh. Masters only getting called for his first personal. It's not like he's been playing light on defense either. He's been everybody's grill, making stuff happen. And and he's only got one personal foul. That's got to be considered a win if you're the SAIT coaching staff.
That's a huge win. 69-56.
Much body.
Olawabe is a little bit too much there for the refs. So Ali will take the inbounds play. 19 on the shot clock. Try to get it down low. Get it down low. Gets it inside, but over the head of Culkin.
Miscommunication there. McKee thought he had a rolling Calkins. Calkins was going for that post up and turnover just like that.
Jumper, no good on the shot, but fouled by Ali. And that'll be Ali's fifth. He is out of here, so Baker will be coming back in.
Stop me if I've said this before, Josh, but Amin Suleiman once again finding himself at the stripe. A very smart and in-control guard play.
So Baker will be finishing off the game now, that point guard spot. And we've seen Baker, you know, put in quality minutes. Suleiman, he has 15 right now. So tie Charlie Connor for the most points so far in the game and try to jump over it now. Baker bringing the ball up for Olds. McGee pump fake.
Entry bounce passes are always so tough to get off when Charlie Connor's playing defense, Josh. Not a whole lot of post bounce passes get through if you're playing against the SAIT Trojans. Those passes got to be up and high because these guys too busy in the passing lanes.
The hands are everywhere, right? And knocked down there. Charlie looking for the trade, doesn't go for it. Nice bump pack face there. Ivanovic wants it against McGee. Passes it, Nia Lido for Trey, way off.
Don't know what that's about. Lido is usually such a spot-on three-point shooter. Maybe he was a little too open there.
A little bit. Got a little excited there. And they're going to reset the shot clock here. It's down to 2. It was reset to 24, but the ref re-engaged it to 2. And see what the SAIT Trojans can get out of this inbounds play. Got to shoot quick to find Chuck Burner. Yuki put on the board. Charlie Connor from downtown.
That's not a shot you can teach, Josh. Chuck Burner loves to fade to his left. He knocks down that shifted jumper against the shot clock as well. Man, that was pretty.
74-58 right now. Fouls on James Owabe. Del Mar will check back in, and Tariq Ross will check back in for the Trojans. And interesting that Ross comes in and McGee goes out.
Yeah, the little game of chess here, Josh. It's interesting. I think both coaches are trying to get an advantage by playing their big men against somebody not as big as them.
It's a great point. Shot is up, and Deere wanted to get foul. He's not going to get it, and Charlie on the other side in the finish. 76-58, Olds has seen enough, and they call a timeout.
That's right, there it is, Josh. That's that old SAIT basketball we're used to seeing. The transition, tough D turned into easy baskets on the other side. It's got Broncos reeling right now as they call that timeout.
So Trojans really rolling right now, and by the way, you do not leave the ACAC network because we have the women of Troy ready to go, freshman squad, ready to go in Olds College Broncos. We'll bring their squad in here next, so that is next up here on the ACAC. But as for here, about 5 minutes left to go in the fourth, a game that seemed to potentially have the ability for Olds to get back into it, starting to really, really slip away now that it's an 18-point lead for the Trojans.
That it is, Josh. The Trojans did a great job buckling down on the defensive side And also turning those steals into easy points on the other end. So hard to combat if you've got great defense on one end and effective offense on the other, Josh. Not a whole lot you can do. And it's looking like, I'm keeping the door open, that SAIT is going to walk to this victory.
I've loved the guard play, too, for the Trojans. Has been one of the more impressive parts that we've seen, right? It's really that Hydra right now, that three-headed Hydra. Where are you going to get bit from? Are you going to get bit by Masters? Are you going to get bit by Solomon? Or are you going to get bit by the master, the vet, Charlie Connor?
No doubt, Josh. Effective guard play has kind of been the theme for this entire game when you look at it from both sides. And this time it's looking like SAIT is going to get it. 45 left.
Baker at the top of the key. Met by Solomon. Down low. Del Mar. He goes overhead. Can't get it to fall. Vic gets the rebound. Pass it down to Charlie Connor. And traveling call. And Masters will check back into the game. 5:18, 68. Here comes Deer. Deer gets it down low to Del Mar. Del Mar, nice defensive effort there by Ross. Baker will try to inbound it. Down low. Lennox can't get it to go. Bounce around Ivanovic. Charlie. Passes it to Solomon. Masters for the three. Book it. UK. Put on the board. Masters from downtown.
This goes to show you, make that extra pass. Suleiman walked into a wide open look. Saw that Masters was wide open, found him, knocks down that triple.
Trojans ball! Trojans nil lead by 21, under 5 to go. McGee is back into the game. And I will say, like, this score does not indicate what Olds is. Olds is a very good club, and I expect when we see them again that this will be a close game again. Early in the season, you're still finding your legs about you, but this SAIT team not missing a beat.
Not at all, Josh. Olds came out here for 3 out of 4 quarters, played a very good game, a smart game on both sides. Sometimes you're just a little bit outmatched, and tonight seems like it's a Trojans night.
Trey by Deer. When we talked to one of the GOATs in the SAIT history of Murphy Bay beforehand, he was saying, like, he wants to see how they gel. Solomon for 3. You can put on the board! Solomon from downtown. And I think they're gelling. Technical foul on Ross, and he is out of the game. That'll be his second. So Ross is out of the game. It's the second tech, and I'm sure Pat is not going to be happy with that.
Definitely not. Definitely not. I can't say I saw what happened, so I'm not sure what to say about it. But
if you tune into our women's game after, we'll talk to the officials and potentially get an idea, maybe fill you in from that.
I'm assuming it was just a little bit of jaw-jacking post.
Yeah. The ref's going to give an explanation. McGee, there is also saying, did have 3 fouls, so they're correcting that now too. So, just
we're all over the place.
All over the place today. It's a home opener. There's been a pandemic. We're all getting used to this again.
That's right. We'll make it through, though. We'll make it through.
So they're correcting. So McGee does have 3 fouls. And I'm going to find out what the technical foul was about, Jermaine.
8:47 here remaining in the fourth. SAIT doing a great job of keeping that home court locked up here in the fourth quarter. Despite the great play from the Broncos, SAIT did a great job of coming out here and making things happen. Josh.
Too much talking.
Right, I figured.
Yeah,
I figured,
too much talking.
Do a little bit of jaw jacking,
Yeah.
which you know, it happens. We've been in those positions.
Yeah.
Stuff happens out there.
Why are you talking? You just knocked down the tray.
That's when you talk.
Yeah.
That's when you talk. You make something happen, you got to remind him that he knows that you made that happen. So I can understand it. Unfortunately for Ross, you got to be a little bit more
Talik is
cognizant of that
one of the most interesting players that we've had in our time calling the Trojans. There's so much potential there, and we've seen it. You know what? He is kind of Dwight Howard.
No doubt. Hey, if that's his ceiling, man, then he's on a great path.
When the Lakers faced your Heat the other day, Dwight came in and got fouled out in 11 minutes.
It happens.
So
it happens.
Yeah.
A little bit of an up and down game by Ross, but nonetheless, he kind of held his own this way. And, you know, he did some good stuff here late in the game.
Yes, he did.
You know, he did a good job of sucking in the defense as well. So
he did.
Size alone.
McGee finishes strong there. He wanted the foul. He's not going to get it. Solomon, 20 points for him now. 21 for Charlie Connor. Who will get the lead here? It's going to be back and forth. He gets around. Fadeaway J, no good, in and out. Nice job there by Neil Lito, getting that bucket and finishing.
Untouched, Noah Lito. Josh grabs that ball, not a red jersey in sight as he goes up uncontested for the easy putback.
Here's Deere. Nice finish there by Deere. He started off so strong and kind of faded in the second half. 17 for him now, though. He leads Olds in scoring. Here's Masters. Oh, just missing that finger roll. Here's Lennox. Watch that step. Watch that step. Dishes to Deere for three. Oh, Deere misses it, but Del Mar gets it. And Olds trying to make a game of it. There's not a lot of time, but at least they're not giving up. They're putting in a fight.
No, you got to play it right to the final buzzer, Josh. And right now, the Olds Broncos are doing a good job of, regardless of the score being out of hand at this point, they're playing and finishing well because you want to set up good tendencies going forward.
Masters. There's Solman, guarded by Lennox. Shot clock is under 5. Gets the screen, comes back for the tray. Oh, man, just hits the backside of the iron. Good job by Leto getting the rebound. Charlie Connor! Oh, no. That was some kind of jelly, but it wasn't ready to go in. Nice dime there, back to Lennox. He goes up in the corner to Deere. Deere for the tray. No, can't make that shot right there inside of the rim. 2:05 left here in the fourth, 84-68. Dangerous pass there, Trojans able to get it back. Here's Connor going in, behind the back to Ivanovic. Nice dime, Chuck Burner.
Spicy, Josh, suck in the defense and get him right back up there going behind the back.
Charlie Connor, dime there, and finished by Lennox, 86-70. Charlie Connor's shoe falls off, and the ref's not going to give a break on it. And once again, bonus time coming here. Olds in the bonus. 5 fouls on SAIT, 3 on Olds. Charlie had a little bit of a shoe malfunction, but able to get it back. And fouls are getting corrected. It's 4 fouls on each team, not 5 and 3. Masters will inbound it. Finds Leto. Back to Masters. Gets it inside to Ivanovic.
Oh, Dirk, is that you?
Dirk, what's up? European respect. Here's Baker. Nice little shimmy there. Gets it back to McGee. He's going to go for the 3. No good. Rebounded by Masters. Keeps it in bounce. Charlie gets it over. Charlie one-on-one now. Now he's going to slow it down. It's met by Deer. Deer gets the reach-in foul. And that'll be the third one on Deer. That's just a frustration foul there, Jermaine.
That it is. That it is. That it is. But respect amongst boys as they slap hands at the free throw line. As you said earlier, Josh, as you alluded to, the score doesn't necessarily tell the entire story of the full game.
No.
You know, stuff kind of broke down here late for the Broncos, but 3 out of 4 quarters, Josh, they were bringing it.
They were. Like I said, everyone is, I can't really get a dictation of where everybody is in their season right now because everyone's just getting back to basketball. But I like a lot of the things I saw to this Olds team. Yeah, it's 88-70, but don't let that fool you. This is the good old basketball.
Sure.
Here's Deer. Gets stolen away by Masters. And we are at the play. SAIT is going to roll to their first victory of the season.
Always good to start off a homestand with a win, Josh, especially after the big long layoff we had.
And we said they're going for their 5th ACAC championship this year. Maybe they'll finally get that elusive national championship. They're supposed to go to Toronto for it before the pandemic. Go back this year and see if they're able to get it this year. And Chuck Berner not able to get that one down. 31 seconds, so probably will be the last time you see the Trojans shooting today. And Charlie will take the lead for scoring on that with 24. So a nice finish there for Charlie. Baker finds McGee. McGee goes strong to the hole. Nice finish there by Nick McGee. And that will do it. Great effort by the Old College Broncos. And the Trojans, they will roll to their first victory of the season, winning the game 89-72.
And what an opener. That is a game, folks. Your final score, St. Trojans 89, Old Broncos 72.
And now we will we'll wrap up this, but we're going to go to Michael for the SAIT and Olds players of the game. Off to you, Mike.
The Alberta Colleges Athletic Conference and the SAIT Trojans are pleased to recognize tonight's ACAC Players of the Game. Tonight's player of the game for the Olds Broncos. Number 14, Adrian Deer.
Great job by Adrian Deer. Great game by him for this Broncos club.
Tonight's player of the game for your SAIT Trojans. Number 1, Charlie Connor.
Charlie Connor getting the player of the game, leading all players in scoring. It will take the player of the game, and the Trojans will walk away with their first victory of the season, Jermaine.
Unbelievable showing here from Charlie Connor, Josh. As I was alluding to in the game, always does a good job of plugging whatever hole needs plugging at the time. Tonight, that was the scoring hole, and that's what he did as he went up for a 24-game hop.
As you see, no shaking of hands, obviously with COVID and whatnot, but a great effort by Olds. Great win for the SAIT Trojans. Good to see them back up. And now we got the Women of Troy coming up, so make sure you turn on the other side of the ACAC to get that. For Jermaine J.C. Cummings, I'm Joshua Adam Marathon. Until next time, folks, cheers and enjoy the games, people.